Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Shopdragon, Robert Head.
Okay, so my name is Robert Head, formerly of Amazon.com, Paizo.com, and iQ.com. I'm the founder of Shopdragon, and I live in Ashland, Oregon. I love Ashland, Oregon. And probably for the same reason that you love Eugene or Corvallis or Portland. It's because it's quirky and unique. But what gives our communities this flavor? What gives our towns this uniqueness? I'll tell you, it's the unique blend of small local businesses. In Ashland, it's Noble Coffee, which frankly fuels our software development. It's Treehouse Books, which never fails to ignite my daughter's imagination. It's incredible arts organizations like Dancing People Company. We've got amazing clothing boutiques and vendors at the farmers market. This is the world that I choose to live in. Sadly, every winter, our tourism lulls, and a couple of these mom-and-pop businesses go under. Why? Because they have trouble competing with the inventory strength and the other efficiencies of the big box stores. But what if we could level the playing field? What if we could change the rules of the game and we can empower these local businesses to be their very best? This is Shopdragon's mission. We make software that creates, helps manage, and hosts powerful e-commerce websites for small businesses. To explain, I'd like to introduce the first great decision I made at Shopdragon. My business partner, Shopdragon President Josh Bradley.
So as Rob was just talking about, these retailers, there's 600,000 small retailers in the United States. And they're facing similar challenges like inventory risk, how much money is tied up on their shelves, inventory turnover, how often do those products leave their shelves, and foot traffic. In the struggling economies of these small towns, how do they get new customers into the door? When they go online, they get new challenges, like how do they create a high-quality experience for their website? How do they integrate their inventory and reconcile multiple systems? And how do they get exposure as a small business to that online? So we address these in meaningful ways. First, we provide software that drives their web store at their own domain. It's got a built-in point of sale to run their brick and mortar cash register. It's got a single inventory, and it's accessible from any internet-enabled device. So at the most basic level, if you put products and inventory into our system and point a domain at it after we turn on a store, you get this instantly, without any additional effort, able to take credit cards immediately. And from the back end, you can manage your entire business from one place. But what makes this really special, sort of the special sauce of Shopdragon, is that we actually give these merchants the ability to sell each other's products peer-to-peer, directly, and receive a sales commission for doing so. So in this scenario, we can use the network for people to fulfill out-of-stock items, either directly to the customer or ultimately to their store for pickup. We can lower the inventory risk by allowing them to make different decisions about what they carry physically versus what they can fulfill using the network. And we're giving them more sales channels because there's an ever-growing network of merchants that could be potentially selling their inventory online. But not only can they sell each other's products, we actually have the ability to aggregate any mix of these merchants, whether it's based on affinity like food and wine, or region, say Willamette Valley or the Rogue Valley where we're at, and directly sell products of the inventory on the network to customers, broadening the selection available to the consumer and providing redundant availability so that the consumer is always receiving things as efficiently as possible. And by collectively marketing these businesses together, we can actually reach a much larger audience than they would be able to on their own. So at the national level, we're actually going to be aggregating all the merchants of the network into Shopdragon.com, which will be an internet superstore, and essentially at that point we're Amazon without the overhead. So all of our no inventory risk of our own, all the inventory is held by the merchants that make up our network, and they're actually fulfilling the orders. So the way the business model works, our business is based on building a really great network of merchants. So there's no setup fees at its most basic level. There's no monthly hosting fees. We have built-in credit card processing. And instead we take 1% of all the online transactions. And when we aggregate, or through Shopdragon.com, we're actually acting as the sales and marketing agent. So we get an 8% sales commission. And this is where our revenue engine really kicks in. And it's also, we're the ones collecting the funds. So all of the money funnels through us, we're distributing it back out to those, so we don't have to go chase down money. As you heard, Rob, previous background at Amazon, he helped build the e-commerce platform at Paizo and iCrew. My background, my previous experience, I helped start an eco-friendly plastics company that we took public in 2008. I own my own design and technology firm, and I was a network manager for the Jack Morton Company. We also benefit from Tim Kylene, who's a social networking pioneer. He's the president of WebRing, formerly of Yahoo. We're also, because we're dealing with small businesses, we want to build our network of merchants utilizing some strong partnerships and organizations that already have relationships with the kinds of businesses that we're looking at. So the Press Enterprise is a newspaper in Riverside, California, and they have 500,000 readers. They have 1.25 unique visitors to their website every month. They're actually going out and signing up merchants on our behalf. And then we're going to aggregate those into a Southern California shopping portal that they're going to market and operate on their own, dramatically increasing the availability, increasing the amount of views going to their merchants' products. We also have WebRing, who is an initial seed investor in the company. We have exclusive access to their 200,000 plus users as their e-commerce platform of choice, which is their #1 most requested feature. And other things like Conscious Wine, which is actually another startup that's launching on our platform, saving them tens of thousands of dollars and cutting their development time by months. And they're actually signing up wineries. They're going to be doing wine clubs and selling those products directly, but driven through a pretty heavy, content-heavy, rich media video environment. We had a strong beta launch. We've got 13 active merchants right now. We've got a 25% invitation sign-up rate through our partners. We're generating revenue today. We've got a full pipeline of merchants through our partnerships going out into the future. And we've taken the time, our internal time, to set up new merchants from days to hours. So all this adds up to us really being the bottleneck for our own growth, which is why capital right now is really critical. So these are all merchants that are using our product today, and they're pretty happy about what we've done. Here's some of the things they've said. Great excitement about the site. We showed it at our graduating class tonight. People are stoked. I see the search engine rankings that I'm getting, and I'm blown away. And kudos for an amazingly seamless transition. This is great feedback for a pretty early beta product. So our path to profit, here's the hockey stick. Everybody loves to hate. We've seen a couple of them already. What's important for me here is that because we're delivering a single piece of software to thousands of merchants, our costs don't scale linearly with size. So with funding, we're going to build up our team. We're going to get to 250 merchants in this year, over 600 merchants in 2011, with break even around mid-year, and build out to about 2,000 merchants in 2012. We raised $250,000. It's gotten us to this point. We're currently looking for $400,000 to build the next great e-commerce company. This will take us to profitability. It represents 10% of the company, and based on the growth curve you got a glimpse of in the previous slide, we're expecting to provide great returns to our investors in 5 years. We're going to use the funds to complete our development to launch, build that team, build our support team, which grows organically with our merchant growth. We're going to create 3 good jobs immediately and 5 additional hires over the next 12 months. And what's really exciting about investing in Shopdragon is not that you're just investing in a single company, but you're investing in hundreds of small businesses that make up the communities that we all live in, and communities like ours all over the country. Thank you.